Have you ever had anxiety? I would imagine.
Yeah.
I would imagine as a mother, yeah. And
like
a co-founder of a company.
Also before. Also in teenage years. I started to have really bad panic attacks and anxiety, which led to insomnia and straight up hallucinations. So it got really, really bad.
Oh, wow.
So I got treated for it as well. And interestingly, that was, I don't want to say, but like almost 20 years ago. Like
she said almost 20 years ago, in case you didn't catch that.
20 years ago. So I had this psychiatrist and he put me on, so he did kind of like shallow hypnosis therapy, which later I learned was just guided meditations. Yes, he would, when I was in sessions, he would do the guided meditation with me. And then he would, send me home with a CD with guided meditations that I would listen to before falling asleep. And it worked great. It was like magic. And this is where I actually learned first about guided meditations. Then, later that knowledge spilled over in Bellabeat and, developing period diary and the guided meditations that we have now.
The guided meditations, yep.
Now we know about a lot more techniques that you can use, like binaural beats or just calming music, natural sounds, breathing exercises, really, really good. But, guided meditations for me worked wonders. But, obviously with anxiety, I guess like some people are more prone to it than others, especially us overachievers. Well, and there's women, a lot of times are overachievers.
Yeah, but it's also a genetic factor to it as well.
Genetic factor as well, but just also kind of like our, I guess like, how we were raised, and then so it's a combination of genetics and nature and nurture.
Nature and nurture, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We live in a patriarchal society.
Exactly.
I'm going to say it, and so it's hard for women. Yeah,
definitely from the get-go. So it's just like it takes a lot of maintenance, because whenever you're not doing maintenance, it starts flaring up, at least for me. I am an overachiever. I do have really high expectations for myself, and just like I internalize that really, really strongly. Also like how people see me and how I think like I should, be perceived. And it's just like, sometimes I'm just like, whoa, like you're putting too much on yourself, but I cannot help it. So it just takes a lot of maintenance with things that I do in my daily routine to keep it down.
What maintenance are you talking about? Because that was really interesting.
Oh, so like a combination of things. Let me tell you about it.
Strap in, people.
But it's going to be, again, the same thing that I repeat all the time, like a really strong, clear daily wellness routine, workout, nutrition, and sleep. But here I feel like the workout and nutrition are even more important. Workout for me is super important, not just because like it gives me a daily release of energy and focus, and just I also love to work out with our Bellabeat coach, because it just guides you throughout the workout. So this is like 1 hour per day where I don't have to think about anything, and
there's no mental load to
somebody else tells me what to do. There is no mental load, and it's a combination of physical activity and meditation. But then also, what comes out of it is obviously as you work out, you become stronger and more physically prepared, and that physical confidence is magic, especially I think for women. Like feeling strong, feeling capable, feeling fit.
Feeling good in your own body.
Feeling good in your own body, but not just, appearance, but like, I could take somebody down if I wanted. Like that kind of confidence, when you go through your day.
You're like, come at me.
Magic. Like your stance changes, your attitude towards other people changes, your posture. It's literally, you're tricking your mind with physical
activity
components. And it works magic. And then sleep, obviously, because when we're sleep deprived, it's just, our brain doesn't work well. Our chemistry is out of balance. So it's just that is a fertile ground for any mental, condition and illness. So obviously with anxiety as well. So those two for me are the biggest ones. So for sleep, whenever I I have trouble with falling asleep. Obviously, diet is a big component because how we eat influences our sleep and can prevent us from falling asleep or maintaining our REM and deep sleep and so forth. Fourth, so obviously, like if you feel heavy, bloated before falling asleep and things like that. But then also meditation. So I still practice guided meditations before falling asleep, and it just sets the tone for your dreams. Obviously, so instead of falling asleep with your
own thoughts of
like, spiraling and overthinking and, what do I have to do the next day, or what did I do this day, or oh my God, I'm worried about this. You set up a new background, which is calming and gentle and stimulating sometimes as well. Like it sets you up for a new perspective during your dreams, and then sets you up for the next day, basically.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I feel like those two things are the most important things that
they go hand in hand.
Yes, but yeah, mostly the feeling that I can kick somebody's ass.
That's the number one, yeah.
Like,
that's the best anxiety reducer.
It makes me less anxious for sure. Just like, if I don't want to, but if I wanted to.
If she wanted to,
I could.
She could, yeah.
I would and I could.
Actually, I believe it. You're pretty scrappy, so I'm not going to lie.